The biggest mistake I see real estate investors make, especially new real estate investor, is they buy on emotion versus on logic and numbers. I've seen this hundreds and hundreds of times after talking to thousands and thousands of real estate investors all across America. They get caught up in how cute the house is. They get so caught up. And when you get caught up in the house, you're always paying more for the property than what it should be really worth. You start to inflate what it costs to rehab, and you really inflate what you think the after repair value is. And then they run the number and they never actually put everything in. They don't put the, the carry costs in. They don't actually put the closing costs. They skip a lot of things. And by the time they actually buy the property and they go through the whole entire process, they realize they got actually a bad deal and they're about to lose money on. I was actually talking to a real estate investor. And this real estate investor, somebody I know, and they said, hey, Thach, I got this property tied up and I waived all the inspection and all the feasibility. My earnest money is gone, and I'm going to be closing in 2 weeks. And since you're a friend of mine, you think I can just ask you, what do you think about this deal? So he's a friend of mine, so I'm like, no problem, I'll take a look at it for you. I took a look at it, I'm thinking, why are you even buying this property? What are you going to do with this? My plan was to buy this, fix it, and flip it. Then I'm thinking to myself, okay, just based on just the rough description you telling me, based on what you paid for this, all right? Are you sure you're making any money? So I took the time with this person and I asked him, where's this location at? So he told me. In this location, it's more like what I call a C-, a D+. It's already not a good sign. How much did you pay for this property? How much is the rehab cost? Can I see pictures? How many square feet bath is it? I took a look at the picture and I'm thinking, wow, that's how need a lot of work. What do you think the after repair value is? And they said X. And I'm thinking, really? Are you sure? And this investor is actually fairly new. And so after I analyzed this, I realized this person inflated. He thinks that this ARV should be X when it really should be down here. See, what happened is that when you think the ARV is high, you're gonna actually pay more for the purchase price. That's a bad sign. And then the worst part of it, they didn't put enough money for what I call rehab. You doing all this for this much? Well, who's gonna do that? Have you got a contract out there? I had somebody just come by and just roughly give me an idea. Did they give you a written estimate? No. Well, that's a bad sign. I said personally, right? You shouldn't even buy this property. Then I asked the person, did you even run the interest carry costs? Did you put in, closing costs when you sell this? They didn't put enough money for interest carry costs, and they didn't put closing costs when they sell the property, which is a bad thing because that easy right there is probably 5-6%. So by the time I ran my number, there's only probably maybe an 8% gross profit, which is just scary because one bad move, too much for a rehab, or you didn't get the price you want, you're wiped out and you gotta bring money to the table. I said to the person, if you can actually get out of this, get your earnest money back, even though you waived it already, you're in good shape. After I talked to the person said they're gonna go through with it. They're gonna try to actually get the price down a little bit, right? Make some adjustments. I said, that's fine. Oh, by the way, on December 9th and 10th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm gonna be hosting a 2-day live training where I'm gonna teach you how to buy up to 3 property in the next 12 months. I'm also gonna bring on 2 of my students who actually gonna come on and share their story and how they went from 0 property up to like 8 property in the last 4.5 years. You don't wanna miss this, folks. The link is in the description of how to register. And remember, if you're gonna invest in real estate, one bad move can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, but one good move can actually make you millions of dollars. So I asked this person, why did you even buy this property, bro? Why did you buy it? And here's what the person said. I said, be honest, bro, you're a homie, man. Just keep it real. FOMO, fear of missing out. This person's a new investor. They wanna get in the game, and they figure, you know what? If I get in the game, I can do something, I can at least learn. I want you to learn, but you should learn with bigger margin versus learn with bad margin. So the fear of missing out, they're buying property, getting caught up, right, on missing out on things. That's a bad thing. The second thing this person said was ego. I said, what's the ego? I gotta be honest with that. The ego is, I wanted to buy this and actually prove that I'm actually successful. I can do this. I wanted to keep up with all the other investors that's doing it. I want to be part of something, which is great. But you can't buy based on ego. You gotta buy based on numbers. And the last thing was hope. I was hoping to buy this. I can get a better price basically on the rehab. I was hoping to buy this, maybe the ARV be a little high by the time I get done. You can't buy based on future projection. You gotta use today's number, today's purchase price, today's rehab, today's ARV. And when you get done 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5 months, and the market gone up, it's a win. You can't buy something now based on 6 months from now ARV. You're gonna kill yourself. So everything this person was doing really was not to this person's advantage. This, you guys, is what I see a lot of investors make, especially new investors make as a mistake. And this is why so many people come in this business and they get started and they lose so much money and they leave. This is why the turnover in the business is really, really high. This is why I recommend with people, when they're investing in real estate, if you're new, go get a mentor that can actually hold your hand and walk you through this and tell you, no, you ain't buying this on ego. You're not buying this on FOMO. You ain't buying this on hope. You're buying this on number. Here's how you avoid emotional buying. So first of all, you gotta have a standard. This is what I teach all my students, okay? If you're buying a property, you gotta rehab. After you get done, if you got at least 25% in gross profit, you should keep it as a rental property, especially if it's in a B and C neighborhood. If you're somewhere between 15 to 20% in gross profit, you should fix it and flip it. If you're 10% or so roughly, you should just wholesale the deal. Anything less than 10%, you should just walk away from the deal. Unless you're a real estate agent, list the property. So have a standard, okay? And stick to the standard. Number 2, avoid doing it for the wrong reason. Not for the FOMO, not for the ego, not for the hope. And you gotta stick to that also. And then lastly, get a mentor. A mentor that can actually hold you accountable to your standard. Doing it for the right reason and hold your hand to make sure he's double checking your ARV, he's double checking your rehab, he's double checking everything for you before you actually buy the property and waive your earnest money. All right, everyone, this is a wrap for this video. Look, in real estate, one good move, you can make millions. But one bad move, you can lose your whole entire fortune. If you're gonna be investing in real estate and you don't know exactly how to run your number and stay away from buying property on an emotion, go get a mentor and help you, okay? All right, now, if you guys actually like what I said, put in the comment, hey, tell me some of the mistakes you made in the past, right? You wish that you would have learned it earlier, okay? Let me know, I'd love to read it. If there's any other topic you want me to talk about, let me know, I'll be happy to make it. Until then, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that channel for me. And lastly, remember, always dream big and serve unconditionally. Peace.